Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to learn English through one of the most inspiring stories in history, the story of Mahatma Gandhi, the man who changed the world not with violence, but with peace, truth, and love. His life teaches us about courage, patience, and believing in what's right. And it's also a great way to improve your English while learning about history. Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi was born on October 2nd, 1869, in a small coastal town called Porbandar in India. His father was a government official, and his mother was a deeply spiritual woman who taught him honesty, discipline, and compassion. As a child, Gandhi was shy, quiet, and not a top student. But he was deeply curious. He always wanted to understand why things were the way they were. At the age of 13, Gandhi was married to Kasturba, who was also a teenager. That was common in India back then. Later at 19, he traveled to London to study law. It was his first time leaving India, and he wanted to fit in. He wore Western suits, practiced polite English, and even took dancing lessons. But soon he realized that true worth isn't about appearance. It's about values and integrity. After graduating, Gandhi returned to India to start his law career, but he struggled to find success. In 1893, he accepted a one-year contract to work for an Indian firm in South Africa. That trip would change his life forever. On a cold night in South Africa, Gandhi was traveling by train with a first-class ticket, but because he was Indian, a white passenger complained. Gandhi was thrown off the train. That humiliating moment opened his eyes to the cruelty of racism and injustice. Instead of choosing violence, Gandhi chose peace. He decided to fight injustice through truth and nonviolence. He began helping the Indian community in South Africa, organizing peaceful protests against unfair laws. He called his philosophy Satyagraha, meaning truth force. The idea was simple: never use violence, but never give up on truth. Gandhi believed that peaceful resistance could defeat even the strongest power. After more than 20 years abroad, Gandhi returned to India in 1915. What he saw broke his heart: poverty, hunger, and a country under British rule. He knew India needed freedom, but he didn't want war. He wanted peace, unity, and justice. Gandhi began living like the poor, wearing simple clothes made from hand-spun cloth, and encouraging others to support local goods instead of British imports. His famous quote, "Be the change you wish to see in the world," became his guiding principle. People began to see Gandhi as more than a leader. He became a symbol of hope and truth. They called him Mahatma, meaning great soul. He led several peaceful movements, including boycotts of British goods and non-cooperation campaigns. One of his most iconic actions was the Salt March in 1930. The British had imposed a tax on salt, something essential to everyone. Gandhi decided to walk 400 kilometers to the sea to make salt himself. Thousands joined him, turning that simple act into a massive movement for freedom. Gandhi's philosophy was built on three main principles: ahimsa, nonviolence; never harm others, even in thought; satyagraha, truth, always stand for what is right; self-discipline, live simply and control your desires. He believed that true power comes not from force, but from mastering yourself. His teachings inspired future leaders like Martin Luther King Jr. and Nelson Mandela, who used Gandhi's methods to fight injustice in their own countries. After decades of struggle, India finally gained independence in 1947, a dream Gandhi had dedicated his life to. But soon after, violence erupted between Hindus and Muslims during the partition of India and Pakistan. Gandhi was heartbroken. He spent his last days fasting and praying for peace, refusing to eat until the violence stopped. On January 30th, 1948, while on his way to a prayer meeting, Gandhi was assassinated by a man who disagreed with his views. His last words were, "He Ram," meaning, "Oh God." Even in death, his message of peace remained unbroken. Gandhi left behind no money, no army, no political power, but something far greater: an idea, the belief that love, truth, and peace are stronger than hatred and violence. He showed the world that one person, armed only with faith and courage, can change history. His legacy lives on. Around the world, people still celebrate Gandhi Jayanti every year on October 2nd. His words are quoted by leaders, teachers, and dreamers everywhere. Gandhi once said, "In a gentle way, you can shake the world." And he truly did. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story and want to learn English through more inspiring real-life stories, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video.